The Woe of Roanoke, Book 6. The Fears of Ellen Adair. It ordered me, dead husband, to bear its child a she. If not got what it customed, it come chow down on me. I fear it's now my father's dead. I dreamt him in the nether. I bound, I cannot cave in my head, unite us all together. Still dream of I, a snowy deer, free in a misty park. I free the fiend and free the fear. I free this filthy dark. The Chesapeake, I think I know, location of this cave. I'll scratch another hint in stone, chance soldiery to save. I'll carve in rocks more clues for, justice be delivered, incriminating Matois and the woe that cunt hath triggered. It is a she, so I survive, although I do not live. This babe might save, for her I'll drive on, and love I'll give. And now she born, much I forlorn to think the thoughts I had. Though she's his, she's most adored, she's my antidote to sad. A darling little parcel, she knows not this be wrong, to munch on the metatarsal of a squaw it once belonged. I fearful of her future, fear her ferocious sire, fear I'll not long can suture of its debased desire. But it seems she is the prized, heads all its other runts. Not too much that she chastise for disrespectful stunts. I refuse to be its factory, though cherish I this tot. I've damaged what's inside of me and sterilised my twat. I'll civilise she that's mine and shun its other brood. Won't add another to the 9. My solitary feud. I will not fall compliant like the other mothers seem. I'll die with my defiance than expand its horror team. Now Agnes 6, exploring, though tried to tire in the creche. As the cavern sight are boring, I try disguise the human flesh. She plays with bones as if they're dolls, and innocence heartbreaking. I shield her from what it involves, me and my degrading. I shield her from its followers who skulk about the cave, the fiends who are the swallowers of sermons most depraved. I'll tell her all the screams are songs of spirits who've released, soothe her as these hateful wrongs seem only to increase. Now a little older, a lot harder to protect, Matois calls her Mama, and she's sex interest to his sect. I got some dead for what I said, sliced from arse to ear. 3 warriors who'd approached her bed, dead when went too near. Mama, Goliath constant calls a girl whose age is 9. Repulsed, my skin doth crawl, it's crossed the bottom line. I'll kill it if I get the chance, if conquer can my quiver. I'll stab it if not in terror trance, and give it to the giver. But Lord, I am so frightened, and I fear I'd miss heart's goal. Please make me more enlightened, how to best beat the bell troll. When it nears I shudder, shake, I'm useless, scared and riled. But its murder plans I still will make to protect my feral child. She's to survive if I'm to drive in it a yard of steel. The colt will kill, then both we will be but another meal. I implore you, God, or thee, my spouse, dear Ananias here. Help me with the succubus when right the time is near. 'Tis the slightest compensation when it disappears for days, but unguarded by its ravens who do all that it obeys. They sit and guard the entrance and watch with much malaise. They watch with all the resemblance of dun devils in their gaze. I fear them, demon avians, fear my eyes they'll peck. Black-hearted feathered aliens, its petrifying pets. The way they strut to guard the brothel, way they root in people offal. Pickings, drippings off their beak, the sounds they make as if they speak. Haw, haw, the chorus caws, haw, cave echoed chimes. Why for I is, I ask them this. This, repeats the mimes. Can I go on much further with this murder, bloody murder? My life gets only harsher as I've lost my inner armour. I'm in constant bloody filth, but I'll not just die a martyr. I've this testimony to spilth, and I'll not be dead and rested till I have the beast arrested. And these streams of screaming victims from a multitude of tribes are stuffed into the pig pens, then they snuffed, I tan their hides. I tan their skin, but from within I pray their souls to glide. I pray for they to find a way the peace that's been denied. The murder agitated, the family runs for cover. 6 assassinated, for it feels its hanging mother. Oh, Ananias, please protect its wretchedness, its lair. 'Tis a first I see it wept when it wept into her hair. It is so fearful sickening to see it slumped and slobbering. The atmosphere is thickening, the menace growing, hovering, its odour overpowering. And now green eyes are glowering about for a devouring. Can't spit my spittle souring, I'm so anxious with alarm. Still it calls her mamma, I fear it cause her harm. I twisted with a trauma at its manner, nursing drama. Slim hope it's killed by karma, so her chances with her charm. I thank ye, spirit intervention, but I'm shaken to the core. I know of its intention if Agnes blossoms more. I torn apart intention, predicting what's in store. I've got to get her out of here, pay for her escape. I'll approach the buccaneer to try to stop her rape. Anne, I so miss Virginies, but I do love little Agnes. Bribed bright by bags of guineas to renew his pirate practice. I've promised John a fortune to secure Ness her release. My ransom by his whoretown if he'd ship her overseas. Narrator. Johnny Bright was set alight, his treachery uncovered. His torch remains were torn by kite and dog, rat and crab and buzzard. An English boat was spied to float into Chesapeake Bay. Matois slit 5 English throats to scare the ship away. In agonizing torture, Bright spilled his guts, then told. Matois sent a searcher, for Bright lit with thinks of gold. Eleanor. Oh, dark despair, I shot with woe, so close was her reprieve. I packed a sack for Ness to go and told her time to leave. It made me watch the sinking mast, sink the sad horizon. With that ship all hope had passed, my soul it start to siphon. It sucked me of my marrow, till I could not draw my breath. Agnes stopped its arrow to halt my wish for death. She threw her body over mine, cold challenge Matois' will. Her tiny frame had paused designs of its lust to kill. She thought she'd done a favour, my save from gallows rope. But now I seek my saviour, for I'd lost all of my hope. Yet years go by, I still deny the primate I've become. You, dear ghost, is what I rely, lest I be dull and dumb. I will rely on you, dead husband, as Agnes disappears. I don't know what she does, and it fills me full of fears. I try, I'm weak, I cannot stand. I fear my ending nears. My sleep disturbed by hardcore haunts, now Agnes is pubescent. I fear it of its obscene wants, motives of pure putrescence. I fear it figures fuck her, like it forms and fucks her mind. I'm out of tricks to deter it. I still am chained, confined. Ananias, apparition, I dream you in my head. Dear, dare, be more than haunting vision, and send spirits from the dead. Summon souls to liquidate. Time ticks for teenage Agnes. Tell father's ghost participate. Come crush coal bite Canis. 16 years. I've cried a creek of hopeless tears. I've ground smooth my survival gears, fostering my phobic fears. Forced to every degradation. I'm sick of my fake adulation. I beg now for my one salvation. Save Agnes from this aberration. I offer as sacrifice. Oh, spirits, listen, please. Save her from its monstrous vice, its mind of fire, its heart of ice. Dear ghost, dear God, my life for she's. I've so much fear. Oh, dare, my dear. Dear God, please.